Come onto your hands and knees in table pose. So the hands will come underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. As you inhale, let the belly hang, tilt the sits bones up and float your gaze up. As you exhale, push the ground away from you, round your spine and curl in. Again, inhale to blossom the heart and look up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale once more, heart forward. And exhale, round the back. Inhale, come back to neutral spine. Take your left hand to the middle of the mat. Inhale, sweep the right arm up into the air, open your chest. Exhale, thread the needle. Sweep the right arm underneath you. Bring right shoulder and ear to the mat. And press into the left palm so your left elbow points up towards the ceiling and roll to the back of your head. And press into the left hand. Inhale, sweep the right arm back up into the air. Exhale, take a right hand to the floor. Inhale, sweep left arm all the way up. And exhale, thread the needle. Left ear and shoulder to the mat. Press into the right palm and roll to the back of your head. Press into the right hand. Inhale, sweep the left arm back up into the air. And exhale, take your left hand down to the mat. Draw the belly in and wide. Inhale, extend the right leg out behind you. Exhale, slide the right knee forward in between the hands. And then inch your left leg out behind you for pigeon pose. Now, the further forward you angle your right foot, the more intense this will be. So you can modify this in any way. You could also slide a prop underneath the right bum cheek for a little extra support. Let's walk the hands back beside the hips. Tent the fingertips. Inhale, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, keep this length through the sides of your waist as you come forward to perhaps rest on forearms, maybe forehead rests. And settle in. Look for sensation, but if it's too much, try inching your torso forward. If it's not enough, try inching your left leg back behind you further. Now on your next inhale, press back up into the palms of the hands. And ground the hands, tuck the toes of the left foot under, lift the hips and send the right leg straight up into the air. And place the right foot down beside your left in downward dog. Feel free to pedal out the heels, maybe move your hips a bit from side to side. And please release the knees back down to the mat in table. Draw the low belly in. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, slide the left knee forward between the hands. Inch your right leg out behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come forward to pigeon. And press back up into your hands. Again, tuck the toes of your right foot under, lift your hips, extend the left leg straight up into the air. And place the left foot back beside the right foot, finding downward dog once again. Now release your knees down to the mat in table pose. And sink the hips back towards the heels. And right away, circle the hips to the right, up towards the front edge of the mat, over to the left, and back to your heels. So you're making giant circles with your hips. And do some circles in the opposite direction as well. And the next time your hips come forward, come to lie down on your belly on your mat. Take the elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms resting on the floor in Sphinx pose. Draw the chest forward through the arms and slide the bottom tips of your shoulder blades towards each other. Feel as if you are grounding through the pubic bone and dropping your tailbone towards the ground. chest down towards the floor. And open your right arm to the right with the palm facing down. Take your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Bend your left knee. Press into your left hand and roll onto your right side. So the right side of the head is resting on the floor. Now once you're here, you can play with the placement of the legs. You may prefer to bend both knees, maybe curl them in towards your chest. I like to place the left foot flat on the floor and hold the left knee up with the right foot. You could also press into your left hand more, or maybe take the left arm around behind you, using it a bit like leverage. And then make sure your head here can comfortably rest. Feel free to use props if you want a little support, like a pillow for your head. And then settle in. Now to release, roll back onto your belly. Pause here for a moment. Absorb that stretch into your body. And then open your left arm to the left. Arm is straight. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. Bend your right knee, press into your right hand, and roll onto your left side. Again, feel free to play with the placement of your legs, your right arm, and then snuggle in. 2, come out. Roll back onto your belly. Then take the hands underneath the shoulders, push into the hands, and find your way into child's pose. Let's allow the knees to be wide, big toe edges touch. Sink your hips back to your heels and let your forehead rest on the mat. Now reach your arms forward and then walk the fingertips over to the right a little. Really stretch from left hand to left hip. Now walk your hands over to the left and reach into your right fingertips. Walk your hands back to center and really reach into your hands. Lift the elbows off the mat. Stretch as you melt your chest towards the floor. And shift your weight forward, coming back onto your hands and your knees. Bring the knees together, feet together. Tuck all 10 toes under. Reach around behind you and see if you can get even that little baby toe tucked under. And sit back onto the heels. So normal to feel a lot of sensation here. Focus on your breath. Let's inhale, open the arms. And then exhale, sweep the right arm underneath the left arm. Twist the arms together like ropes. Lift the elbows and slide your shoulders down your back. Unravel the arms, open them wide. Take a left under right, twist the arms together. Again, lift the elbows and slide your shoulders down your back. Unravel the arms, come forward. Release the feet, wriggle out the toes, circle the ankles. Maybe give your feet a little beating. And then take the hands and spin them inwards to the best of your ability. So turn the fingers in as far as they'll go. And shift your weight back and ground into the heels of your hands so you feel a mild stretch through the wrists. Shift your weight forward, or release one hand at a time. Now spin the hands outwards as far as they'll go. So turn them out And same thing, weight shifts back, ground into the heels of the hands. Weight comes forward, release one hand, then the other. Last one here. Now flip the hands over so the palms face up and the fingertips point towards your body. Ground through the backs of your wrists and again shift your weight back. Release, sit back onto your heels. Hold on to one wrist with the opposite hand and circle that wrist. And go the other way. And switch. And go the other way. If you've got a bolster or any kind of props handy, you can place that bolster now on your mat lengthwise. And we'll come to recline on the bolster with our bum on the floor in front of the bolster and our back and our head resting on the bolster. Soles of the feet will come together and the knees will flop open. If this doesn't work for you for whatever reason, you can always extend the legs out. And if you don't have a bolster, you don't need one. You can lie on your back on your mat. So as you rest here, make sure your head is supported if you're using the prop. And then arms can rest wide at the sides with the palms facing up. Close your eyes and get rid of the desire to fidget now. So make any adjustments you need to make right here so that you can come totally into stillness in a moment. To come out, begin by extending the legs long. And roll off to one side of your prop if you are on one, and then roll right back down onto your back on your mat for your Shavasana.